Hey everyone, it's Nova. I am introducing a tag that I created for the community, and it goes like this. As a tarot and oracle pro, talk about the decks that you recommend for the crowd. The crowd could be your viewers. Some of you guys have a specific type of viewers. For example, Masha has, I think most of her viewers are into Marseille system or historical decks. And some of us have more diverse viewers. But keep in mind that you will be introducing decks that you recommend to your crowd. So these are not your favorite decks per se. There are 15 prompts, but you can reduce or add to the prompts. For each prompt, you can show a few decks or just one deck. You can show, for example, one tarot and one oracle deck for each prompt, or let's say an indie deck and a mass market deck, or only one deck, a few tarot decks. Just do whatever you want with the prompts and tag 5 channels that you would like to see their response. I will try to keep it at 5. I will see. It's really hard for me because I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of favorite channels, but we will see. Okay, let's start with the prompts already. The first one is inner child work, a deck you recommend for inner child healing, one that feels safe, nurturing, and playful, ideal for connecting with innocence, creativity, and emotional truth. And for this one, I have chosen Inner Child cards, a fairy tale tarot by Isha Lerner and Mark Lerner. I have bought the workbook as well. This comes separately from the deck. And I have tried to keep it to mass market. I think only like 2 or 3 of the decks that I'm going to show are indie. The rest of them are mass market. So this is the guidebook that comes with the deck. It's huge. Comparing to my hand, look how big it is. And it's a chunky, gorgeously written guidebook. And this one is the workbook. So this deck is for proper inner child work. And you have these massive cards as well. Comparing to your standard tarot card, these are this big. And you have fairy tale stories for each card. I've edged it myself. So you have all the famous fairy tales from all over the world. And I don't want to take up too much time for this video. I just want to give everyone the idea, people who are going to participate in this tag. But this is a really good one. I've tried it for inner child work for myself because these are the fairy tales that we all know. The guidebook is written really well and it really helps you connect with your inner child. It has taken Isha Lerner a very long time to create this deck. It's really good. If anyone asks me for an inner child deck, this would be the first one, the best one that I recommend for anyone. If you're a beginner with tarot, if you're a seasoned reader, I would really suggest trying this deck, especially if you buy the workbook as well. I mean, it depends how deep you want to go into working with this deck, but this is proper inner child work in a deck. The second prompt says shadow work, a deck that's powerful for helping readers face their shadows. Honest, deep, and unafraid to confront the difficult. This is your recommendation for deep transformation and self-inquiry. So for this one, this is one of the few prompts I have chosen, an indie deck. This is Reclaim Oracle by Little Darkness. One of the reasons that I recommend this one is that it has 90 cards. And all these cards are our emotions. These are the bags, and it comes edged. Like this one, frustration, despair, sincerity, control, joy, regret, purpose. So the thing is, this is so clever. Like, you have to work with it to know what I'm talking about. The depictions are simple. They make a lot of sense. The cards easily connect with your subconscious. These cards help you become aware of your feelings. You know, we have a lot of feelings and emotions that we are not even aware of, or we are not aware how often we feel them and how deeply we feel them and what they mean and how they control our daily life, our experiences. This could be such a deep work, and the fact that it's so simple, it's in black and very soft pink, helps it to pair easily with all other types of tarot and oracle decks. And it has a little guidebook as well. The guidebook gives you just a little bit for each concept, but it's written really well. You can do elaborate readings with this deck. You can pull only one card and sit with it. This is brilliant. And it's very high quality, everything, box, cardstock, and it works for everyone. Again, for beginners, for more seasoned readers, it's good for everybody. The third one is Deity Work, or Spirit Guides. A deck that serves as a spiritual bridge, perfect for those working with deities, spirit guides, or higher realms. It holds sacred energy and supports devotional practice or channeled messages. I do a lot of deity work. I have chosen 2 oracle decks and 1 tarot deck here for you guys. If you want to have a very diverse oracle deck with male and female deities from all over the world, a very good mass market one would be this one, Goddesses, Gods and Guardian Oracle Cards by Sophie Bashford and Hilary Wilson, published by Hay House. This deck was published a few years ago. The reason I recommend it is that it has deities from all over the world. As I mentioned, these are the backs and I've etched it myself. And there are female and male deities. Here you have the name of the deity and a small phrase as their message. So here Dryad says, protect your energy. Hecate, past life healing. And as you see, King Neptune, how cool he is. As you see, you have deities from all over the world. Male and female, right? This is Hay House thicker cardstock. I think they have 2 types of cardstock. This is the thicker, very matte one. And the guidebook. So the guidebook introduces to all these deities, explains about the deity, and then about their energies, messages for you, additional meanings, and an invocation. It is very short and sweet, but I have worked with it for years now. Like, this is one of my to-go decks. If you want a very diverse and short and sweet one, I recommend this one. Another one that I really like is the Celtic Goddess Oracle deck. So this one has 52 cards and a 128-page illustrated book, illustrated by Giulia Cellini, and it's written by Gillian Kemp. So this one is only Celtic goddesses, a lot more focused. And I like these type of deity decks very much as well, and I have quite a few. So here you have 52 goddesses, and all of them are Celtic. And look how cool these images are. They have such beautiful Celtic vibes, as you see. This one is Habitrut, Aryan Rod. And I love Celtic goddesses and Celtic culture very much. because I am Iranian and we do share a lot. We have a lot in common when it comes to mythology. And this is the guidebook. The guidebook is written so well. You get 2 full pages per deity. For example, here you have Rhiannon, goddess of night and dreams. And then it gives you 3 keywords: darkness, vision, repose. Country of origin, Wales. And then explains about Rhiannon this much: Rhiannon's message, Rhiannon's astral travel spell, Rhiannon's dream wish spell. It's really cool. I will not only recommend this one, but I wanted to show you guys this one as an example for any focused deity deck that is focused on a certain culture, certain mythology. I really like this one, for example. And also I want to show you guys a tarot deck, a mass market tarot deck that I have discovered that works really well with deity energy. This deck attracts deities. Mythologia Fenica Tarot by Susanna Salo. So this one was published by Rockpool last year. And it's such a good deck. These are the backs. It comes etched in silver gilding. And Susanna is such a cool girl. And she's busy painting another one. The same type of paintings. She's gonna have a second deck published by Rockpool, hopefully. But you see, it's you can even tell, right? It has a very raw energy. So yeah, this deck looks really good in a spread, like if you have a lot of cards. And it pairs really well with many different oracle and tarot decks. It's really cool. I 100% recommend this one. The guidebook is written beautifully. If you have it, try it for deity work. When you use a tarot deck for deity work, you will have a spread, a simple spread, or you have a few questions. You want to get a message, right? You can even pull one card from a deity oracle deck, such as this one, first to see with which deity you want to talk. And then you can use this gorgeous tarot deck. Mythologia Fenica. Awesome guidebook. All right. Ancestor Work is the 4th prompt. A deck you'd suggest for connecting with ancestral wisdom, whether for lineage healing or honoring those who came before. This one opens the path to ancestral connection. I want to show you guys a very obvious one. Ancestor Spirit Oracle Cards by Jade Sky, illustrated by Belinda Morris. This one was published by Blue Angel a few years ago. It has a nice guidebook, and the guidebook explains each card in 1.5 or 2 pages. So here, for example, the card you get is Enjoy Music, is the title of the card, which is a message. And then 3 keywords: instruments, sound, tone. And then it will explain that this card is about Yamara people, for example, explains about that specific culture or part of the world. And then the ancestors speak. So here is the message from the ancestor. And then it gives you a divinatory meaning at the end. And here you have all these different cultures. And then each one has a message. Treat your body well, exercise, meditate, massage, tune in and connect, non-verbal communication, intuition, messages. Awaken your inner shaman. Connect, invoke, heal. I always used this deck within a tarot reading. Like I used to pull one card and then do a reading for it. Pull some tarot cards and get messages. And I'm recommending this deck because I think we all connect to all of these cultures. I see all of these people as my ancestors. I believe that the whole world is our ancestors. Not only from our part of the world, not only from the country you come from. Because I also believe in reincarnation. So in that way, I mean, if you believe in reincarnation, then definitely you can look at this deck as a real ancestral deck for yourself. Right? And it's so cool. Look at this one. Reconnect with Mother Earth. Plant, garden, harvest. And one way you can use this is to, for example, for this one, interact and relate. So you will read the message in the guidebook, and then you can also read about the culture. For these three keywords, you can pull one card or like two cards, two tarot cards for each. And that way, working with it is fun as well. So this was the fourth prompt, Ancestor Work. I don't want to take too much time on each prompt. Let's try to be faster. The fifth one is Divination, a deck that excels in traditional divination, clear, direct, and accurate. This is your top pick for those seeking predictive insight or practical answers. I think one of the best for divination work is Lenormand. And I'm showing you today Estrella Lenormand by my friend Ash. She has created this gorgeous deck. Look at the size. These are the packs. And I have it in order. So here you have the rider and here you have the clover. Look how cool it is. I really like this one because of its simplicity and art style and its cuteness. It pairs with everything. If you are into pairing Lenormand, some people don't pair Lenormand. And in that case, let me show you how it looks in a grand tableau. Or if you, let's say, if you want to just use all the cards together. Lenormand is easy to learn. It's fun to practice. I mean, this is not a grand tableau, as you see, but I just wanted to put them all next to each other for you to see how they look together. So for divinatory work, I recommend Lenormand. For sure. Because it works. I think it's the best tool for divination. For divination, I recommend a Lenormand. And if I want to recommend a Lenormand, that would be at this moment, this one. Estrella Lenormand. And it has such a good cardstock. It's linen, I think. It's a type of linen. It's a brilliant deck. Works so well. The next one is As Above. As Above. A deck that connects the reader to cosmic or spiritual realms. Ideal for soul work, life path exploration, or messages from the higher self. It speaks to the divine perspective. I have Galactic Heritage cards. It says this 108 card divination system based on material from Lisa Royal Holt's groundbreaking book, The Prism of Lyra, is designed to help you tap into your star lineage and karmic patterns while revealing lessons brought to Earth from the stars and how those lessons can be used in your life on Earth now. I have not read The Prism of Lyra yet. And there is another book as well, Preparing for Contact. I want to read The Prism of Lyra if I ever get the time. But let me show you the cards. So these are 108 cards numbered. These are different suits, color coded. So all the yellow ones are Lyra, as you see. And then you have past, like Lyra past. This one is pioneering spirit. This one is birth and expansion. This one is masculine principle. And this one is generosity. This one is Lyra future. Here you have hybrid parallel. The title of the card is common ground. Serious future, calling our parts home. So as you see, this has a proper system. Somewhat complicated system. Is not too complicated, but you have to read the guidebook to be able to use these cards. Right here you have the solar system, and then parallel, and the meaning of the card or the title of the card is solar consciousness, earth, present, progressive desires. It's so cool. I 100% recommend this to anyone. You don't have to be a seasoned tarot reader or an oracle reader. You just have to read the guidebook well and learn the system and then try it. It's brilliant. If you want me to do a deep dive in this one, let me know in the comments, please. Because I cannot, in this video with all these prompts, I cannot teach you how it works or say anything more than this for each deck, unfortunately. I mean, I am not into making long videos, but if you want to make a VR and you want to talk about each deck for half an hour, please do so. The next one is So Below, a deck you recommend for grounded real-world readings. This one captures everyday emotions, human experience, and earthly wisdom with clarity and depth. For that one, I recommend, yes, you guys guess this one. Anna Kay. Oh, and my favorite card is on top, the Death card. Anna Kay Tarot is about the mundane, our emotions, our everyday life, our relationships. And it's such a good deck. I mean, it does the work. It is a workhorse for many people. I mean, after all these years, this is still one of my best decks for mundane readings, for everyday readings. Right? You guys know this deck, right? I don't have to show you. But this is brilliant. If you are a beginner, I definitely recommend you get this one. And even if you're not a beginner, if you want to have functional readings for everyday matters, I 100% recommend Anna Kay. Okay, Hug Deck. A deck that offers emotional support and comfort. Gentle, compassionate, and soothing. This is a deck that feels like a warm hug for anyone going through a tough time. So this one, I'm sorry, but I'm going to show you guys the Gentle Tarot. If you have been watching tarot videos for any length of time, you have probably seen this one before. But I still have to show you this because if you ask me what I recommend as the best hug deck I've ever had, I've ever tried, I would definitely recommend the Gentle Tarot by Marie in the Sky. And this is the pocket edition. Is this the pocket edition? I don't know if this is the pocket edition or what, but this is the linen one that was published in 2021 first. So these are the backs. I've edged it myself. This is an indie deck. This is the nature of Alaska. I love this card. This is the most gentle healing deck I ever had. If I'm going through a tough time, a real tough time, I only think about this one and another one, to be honest. But I recommend this one for anyone. I think anyone would feel hugged with this tarot. So good. This is an animal and a nature deck, and it's just, and this is me, you know, this is how I want to be. I want to be butt naked in nature, with all these animals being my best friends. Like this. This is how I want to be. Yeah, you've seen it, right? So good. Also, the size of this one is really good. I like it a lot more than the larger one. The size also helps it for being a hug deck. The next one is Feel Good deck, prompt number 9. A deck that uplifts, encourages, and energizes. Whether through color, artwork, or message, this one is a perfect feel-good recommendation for readers who want joy and empowerment. I Am Queen Oracle by Auti Harma. This one was released very recently by Rockpool. Look at this box. I have a review of this one and I will link it in the description box. I will link all the decks in the description box, by the way. And if you want to buy any of these decks, please go through my links. That way you help the channel. So anyway, this is the guidebook. Look at this guidebook. Look at these gold borders. The messages are very empowering and really beautiful. She's done a great job in this guidebook. And everything about this deck is feel good. These are Auti's paintings. So here you have Queen of Gratitude, Queen of Breaking the Spell, Queen of I Am Enough, Queen of Abundance, Queen of Unfelt Emotions, Queen of Success. So you have all these beautiful queens. The cards are very uplifting. The messages are very empowering. It's colorful. It's gorgeous. And everything about this deck and the guidebook and the box is gorgeous. It's just good. Well done, Auti. I follow her on Instagram as well. I hope she makes another deck, because this one is really good. This one is going nowhere. I'm going to keep this one forever. Okay. Next, most versatile. A deck you recommend for handling any type of reading: love, career, shadow work, daily pulls, and everything in between. Reliable, flexible, and reader friendly. This is the all-rounder that adapts to every situation. For this one, I'm going to recommend my own creation, Jules and Frost Tarot. So here on the back you have an image from the Frost, and here you have an image from the Jules. these are two decks in one. So in the front you have Jules, and in the back you have Frost. This is the size. I have a video about this one as well, which I'm going to link in the description box so that I don't have to explain everything about this one. It is available on Make Playing Cards, but I think this is a great deck for any type of reading, because it is RWS, obviously, because it has two sides. Like this one is a more plain one, Frost. I mean, it's more monotone. It's not really plain, it's more monotone. And this one, this side of it is very colorful. I think RWS is the best deck for versatile. Like if I'm going on vacation, I'm taking this deck with me. Especially this one, because this is plastic. I mean, I have other cardstocks as well on Make Playing Cards, but this one is plastic. Therefore, it's very durable as well. I take it with me everywhere. It's always in my bag because of its size as well. It's a smaller size deck. And yeah, I think with RWS, you can conduct any type of reading you want. Especially this one, because it has two sides, two different vibes. Like, look at this one. Sometimes you want a moodier deck, sometimes you want a more colorful deck. And yeah, I recommend this one or any RWS as the most versatile tarot deck. Then we have most inspiring deck, Promt number 11, a deck you recommend to inspire creativity, intuitive flow, or personal transformation, whether it's the art, the energy, or the depth of the messages. This one sparks something powerful in the reader. Okay, this one might look very obvious. It's the Creativity Oracle, Visions of Enchantment to Guide and Inspire Magic Makers by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. But it really is one of the most inspiring decks that I know, and I recommend it for many other reasons as well. One of them, it being such a huge deck. It has 80 cards. It comes edged, and on the backs you get very inspiring messages. Like this one is Dream. Connect your intuitive dream world of metaphors and symbols. The messages are really good. This one, Share, to help you make progress. It's a good idea to share what you have and what you care about. And then the fronts. Oh my God, the fronts. Not only gorgeous, collage with textile, work of Amy Zerner. Not only these images are stunning, right? But also very inspiring. This is a type of collage that truly inspires me, and I think this deck can inspire anyone. If you look at the pieces collaged together, you want to go and start an art project immediately. You know what I mean? It makes me want to go and do something, create something. It really does. So good. And then the guidebook on top of everything else. You get this much per card, but it's written beautifully. The book is by Monty Farber. Monty Farber's inspiring guidance and empathic insights impact everyone he encounters. It's true. His writing is really good. For example, this one, Recycle. Learn from the past and apply it to creating your vision of the future. The recycle card is an indication that it is time to apply to your current challenge an idea, technique, or material that you have used before. Make a beautiful collage out of seemingly disparate ideas or materials. What is to be recycled could have been used successfully in the past, but it is important to be open to the fact that in this case, the opposite might be true. Something that in the past proved unsuitable for the purpose and was discarded could now be the perfect solution to your present challenge. It is also possible that the obvious meaning is the correct one and that you should use at least one recycled material in your creative project. So yeah, this is a really good one. Again, for anyone, this could be your very first deck of cards. Like if you have never had a tarot deck or an oracle deck or any type of deck, this could be your very first one. You can pull cards, especially if you're in creative process, if you're creating something. This really helps inspire you, and it teaches you many concepts that help the creative process. Number 12, best for beginners. A deck you'd confidently recommend to someone just starting their journey, accessible, clear, and easy to learn with. This one makes tarot feel inviting rather than intimidating. I would recommend the Queer Tarot, an inclusive deck and guidebook by Ashley Molesso and Jess Needham. Why? Because it is an RWS clone, but it's so colorful and cute and funny. There's so much sense of humor in this deck. These are the backs. It's, by the way, a little bit larger than your standard tarot deck. And I have edged it myself. And it has a really good guidebook as well. Colorful, beautiful. You see, this cannot be intimidating, right? And the write-ups are really good. Like, it explains about the meaning of the cards. You can learn tarot with this deck. And the cards are full of humor. Very colorful. The symbolism is there. Everything is there. It's basically a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. So if you want to start learning tarot, or if you want to recommend a good starter deck to someone who wants to start learning tarot, especially the ones who are hesitant, especially the ones that find tarot a little bit intimidating. Look at this. King of Cups. Look at his boots. Or their boots, I should say, right? Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, I love this one. This is the Knight of Cups. And this deck is very matte, a little bit thick, like thicker than your usual tarot cards, which I really like about it. Some people don't like, I mean, the only thing about this deck that some people might not be a fan of is the cardstock. It is matte and a little bit thick, but I find that actually very pleasant. I'm not a riffle shuffler. Let's riffle shuffle here for you guys. Yeah, you can riffle shuffle it. It's also not that comfortable for smaller hands, but for a medium-sized hand, you're okay. And it is mass market. It actually comes in a tuck box, and then the tuck box goes in here. It has a beautiful high quality box as well. So it's very joyful to read with and learn with. Best for professionals. A deck you suggest for experienced readers who need depth, nuance, and strong symbolism. Ideal for layered readings, spiritual insight, and working with client at a professional level. Okay, here I have two decks for you guys. A tarot deck and an oracle deck. Let me show you the tarot deck first. This one, the Mundi Tarot, the Rosicrucian Arcanum by Daniel E. Loeb. This innovative tarot deck and comprehensive guidebook offer a seamless integration of Kabbalistic, alchemical, and Judeo-Christian mysticism and provides a scholarly synthesis of occult knowledge. And the guidebook is very intriguing. Look at this. It's a large size guidebook. How many pages? 256 pages. And you get the Kabbalah explained, Hebrew letters and everything, and a lot of concepts also from Christianity. This is a very interesting read. And the cards. So this is very esoteric, which I am very much into right now. And I have always been. Look at the bags. And I really like this art style as well. The guidebook helps you with the readings. I mean, this is the whole idea, to use the guidebook, right? If you want to have something complex and intriguing, I really recommend this deck. It is from Schiffer, and the cards are matte, very high quality cardstock. It's similar to The Legend of Sleepy Hollow cardstock. It's very similar to that one. That one is also published by Schiffer. But look at this. I love reading with esoteric decks. That is a proper layered reading when you use an esoteric tarot, in my opinion. Decks that are packed with esoteric knowledge, that you really have to go to the guidebook for each card and read the whole thing and then come back to the reading. You know, it's so good. I like the color palette as well. The background or the borders are taupe. They're not white, they're not off-white or cream, they are taupe. So yeah, this is really good. And if you want something a bit more complicated, I definitely recommend this deck. And I have an oracle deck for you guys, a very complex one with its own system. The Doors of Somlepith, a new dimension of card reading by Anna Cortez, illustrated by her father, C.J. Freeman. This one is also published by Schiffer, and this deck has a proper system. Like, this is a proper divinatory system with so much research. It's so clever, it's so interesting. I am not going to go through this in this video at all because I really don't know where to start, and this video is becoming a really long video already. These are the backs, these are the edging that I have done myself. I have a video, a review video of this one that I will link in the description box, and I will link that video in the, yeah, I just said it right. I will link that video in the description box where I show you all the cards and I read from the guidebook. But this one is so interesting and I love its cardstock. It's a very high quality cardstock and it has this gold metallic foiling in a very classy way. The whole thing is very classy. Look at this box. See? Very interesting. Okay, number 14. We have one more prompt to go. There are 15 prompts. So we are at number 14 with Witchy Vibes, a deck you'd recommend for those who love witchy aesthetics, moody vibes, magical symbolism, or spell work support, casting, altar work, etc. I have two mass market decks here in front of me. Golden Dawn Magical Tarot is the first one by Chick Chikero or Chick Sikero and Sandra Tabata Sikero. They're both, I think, ex-members of Golden Dawn, and they created this tarot deck for magical rituals. Golden Dawn Magical Rituals. And this is the guidebook. If you are into witchy vibes, I recommend, if you have not already, I recommend you check out this level of magic, because a lot of people are witches, but they are like kitchen witch. I mean, there are many other types of witchery. I'm not saying the Golden Dawn is better. You cannot say which one is better. These are different types of witchery and magic, but the Golden Dawn rituals are very empowering and very interesting as well if you practice them. So the book obviously explains the whole thing, and the cards are made for the ritual. Are they in order? Oh yes. Okay, great. So I keep them in order because I don't do readings with this deck. These are the backs. I've modified the deck, by the way. It had very large white borders that really bothered me because it brings it out of the witchy vibe. So I suggest, if you want to get this deck, do the same. I would suggest. You don't have to put the black like the way I did, because that takes a lot of work. But I would suggest you remove all the massive white border. Just trim it. So here you have two temperance cards, because you need two temperance cards for the Golden Dawn rituals. Yeah. This is just very intriguing. Published by Llewellyn, right? Yeah, this one is published by Llewellyn. The next one that I want to show you is published by Findhorn Press. The Yolanda Witch Tarot, The Healing Art of Magic by Rosie Bjorkman and Hans Arnold. And this one again has a massive guidebook. And let me read a little bit. The Yolanda Witch Tarot is a deck and book set that blends tarot, magic, shamanism, and indigenous storytelling. The 78 card deck portrays both major and minor arcana through colorful depictions of female archetypes, animal guides, and esoteric symbolism from witchcraft, alchemy, and shamanic healing traditions. In the comprehensive 400-page guidebook, Rosie Bjorkman, also known as Yolanda the Witch, shares unique, in-depth card interpretations that draw on spiritual and magical teachings from indigenous healers, shamans, witches, magicians, and wisdom teachers from all over the world, including Madame Blavatsky, Aleister Crowley, and the sweet medicine healing tradition of the Deer Tribe Metis Medicine Society. So this guidebook is so precious, amazing, and the cards are cool too. The box is again one of these boxes, but what can you do, right? I also would like to trim this one. Again, this one has huge white borders that I do not like for this type of deck, and I think removing the borders will free up these dope images, because the images are really cool, right? So this is the Yolanda Witch Tarot. These white borders really remove the magic from it. Okay, so I recommend this deck if you promise me that you will remove the borders and you're not gonna leave it like this the way I did. But for me, I want to read the guidebook first. I have took a look at it, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't recommend it. I have read some parts, but I want to read it thoroughly. All right, the last prompt, Astrology Work. A deck you recommend for astrology lovers and cosmic seekers, one that weaves planetary wisdom with archetypes into its structure, ideal for exploring birth charts, transits, and celestial guidance. So one that I want to recommend is Travis McHenry's Egyptian Star Oracle. This one is very underrated. This one was published by Rockwool a few years ago. This is one of those underrated decks in our community, especially because it's mass market too. So these are the backs. It comes etched in gold gilding. And these are the decans. You have all the decans, the Egyptian decans, right? All the images, everything is original artwork from thousands of years ago. Let me read the let's read the back of the box. It says, this oracle is not just an Egyptian themed deck, it is an authentic Egyptian oracle that utilizes astrology as it was originally practiced in 2400 BCE. At the core of the deck are the 36 decans of Egyptian astrology, a group of fixed stars presenting celestial deities who exercise power over events on Earth. Unlike the decans of Western astrology, these are not only regions of the sky, but also cosmic forces capable of influencing the world around you. The cards are packed with transformative energy that allows the stars to lead you through your daily practice, and the included instruction book provides ancient rituals to help enhance your connection with the stars. Seasoned tarot readers will find many parallels between the meanings of this deck and the cards of the minor arcana. So that is why I recommend this deck. So on each card, you have the name of the decan. With this one, card number 1 is Tepi Ya Kenmet. And then underneath it, there is the translation of decan's name. Here it means predecessor of the cow. The decan's name in hieroglyphs, then astrological meaning of the card, which here is new beginnings and jubilation, decanal number, which is number 1 here. This one here is Egyptian depiction of the decanal god, and then the background of the card is pyramid text spell, and also the images are authentic. And it is very interesting, especially because you have rituals. So basically you have all of that information on the card, and then you have the card meaning explained here in the guidebook, and then history and a ritual. And the cards are beautiful. The guidebook is gorgeous. I have it in order because for me this is a study deck and I use it for reference. I am so happy that all these images are authentic. It's really cool just looking at them. So yeah, I recommend this one for anyone. Again, even if you're a beginner, you can just read the guidebook and learn about these decans. Look at this. So guys, this was my video. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end if you did. If you are going to make a VR, remember that you can do whatever you want with this. You don't have to do all these 15 prompts. You can do less. You can add prompts to it. You can have your own spin on the whole thing. Just remember to tag at least 5 people so that we see more, because these are recommendations. I think this is a very useful thing for the community. I'm going to watch all the VRs. I'm going to make a playlist as well to put all the videos, all the VRs in that one playlist so that everyone can go to the playlist and watch all these videos. I am actually very excited to see you guys' recommendations for all of these prompts. Also remember to go through my links in the description box if you want to order anything from Amazon. Okay guys, have a fabulous day, evening, spring or autumn, wherever you are, and I hope to see you in the next one.